So here we are on the Yosemite Joomla site, and in this video I want to show you how to create an event for the event calendar. Now here on the front page you won't actually see the event calendar anywhere, but when you go to any of the other pages, right over here on the side right below the navigation and resort map, you'll see the event calendar. If you click on a day, it goes immediately into the day view. If you click on a month, it goes immediately into the month view. It goes directly to the same page, which is the events calendar page, but it will, depending on which view is clicked there, is where it's going to come up here. So here's the monthly view for the calendar, and we don't have any events in there right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add an event for later on today for the calendar, so we can take a look at it and see what that looks like. Here I am back here in the dashboard, and I'm going to go ahead and come to Components, and then down to JEvents right here. That's going to take me into the administrative interface for the events management system. Now, right when you first come in, you're going to see these tiles, and they're going to match what you see over here. This is actually the exact same menu. It's just they've got these over here. You're going to click on Manage Events, which will take you in and show you in a very common Joomla interface here what events that you have. Well, there are no events in there right now. So I'm going to come up here and click on New, which is going to take me into the editing screen so I can edit a new event. And subject is basically like the title of your event pretty much. So here I'm just going to say Test Event. And you can change the creator to any user that you want. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at me, which is the default super user account. You can also, if you have events divided into categories, you can specify a category here. You want to leave the access level public because this is a public site, so people don't have to sign up at all to use the site. So you'll want to leave this public. If you put these on any other setting, including guest, they will no longer show up out front. So be sure that whenever you see access level here, make sure that it's left at public. And then of course published, unpublished, or trashed for the state. Down here is where you would put your event content, and it is the standard WYSIWYG editor, the JCE editor that we have in place. So very, very versatile. You can put images, you can do anything you want. I'm just going to go ahead and put event content, and I'm going to change it from a paragraph to a heading 2 tag. Location, this is where the event location would go, and once again, this is just a text field, so you can enter in anything that you like. Contact info, let's say for contact info, they are to contact Dan Pimentel, and let's say they're going to contact Dan at celestedaniels.com. Okay. All right, that's pretty much all the information we need for our event. Now we need to tell it what time is our event. So I'm going to come over here. Now, when you first come in, it's automatically going to have the current day selected. So it's going to default, generally speaking, from an 8 a.m. time PM to 8 a.m. to a 5 p.m. time period. So I'm going to go ahead and change this for 8 p.m. tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and change this to 9 p.m. tonight. And you notice it gave me, all of a sudden that flashed to red because my start time was after my end time. So if that does happen, that will give you a warning. I could come down here if I was going to repeat it. I could go ahead and give it a repeat, say it was daily or repeated weekly on that same day, monthly or yearly. If there's no specific end time, you can just check this right here and it will delete the end time. It won't have it there. But I'm just going to go ahead and put that the end time is for 9 o'clock, and then I'm going to go ahead and save and close. Now, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go back. So let's say I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the specials page instead of refreshing, because it'll take the same amount of time. Scroll down here, and now when I come over here and I click on the 25th, it's going to take me into a day, and all of a sudden now I have something here in our event calendar. It has it in this format because this is what it's going to show on today. It's just going to show a list format for today. When we come over here by month, we'll see that now we have right here test event located right there, and when we hover over it, we get a little thing that says the title of the event right there. It says the date that it's on, and then it's going to say the time, and it'll just say that it's just a single event. And it'll let you know to click, and then that will open up the screen for the event itself. See here, we just have the name of the event, and then title, who it was by, the event content, which will be down here, and the location. I see that we need to, in this box right here, add a little padding. So when I'm done with this video, you won't actually see this like this, because I'm going to go ahead and come into the system here and add about 10 pixels of padding on either side there so that this is no longer butted up against the screen right there. Probably do a little more styling as well. So, but anyway, that is how you utilize the event calendar. And if you want to, when you want to delete events, because I obviously don't want this event in there, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this right here and tell it to move it to the trash. But as always, remember that in Joomla, just because you move something to the trash doesn't mean it's actually gone. It just means it's in the trash. You need to come down to the filter and tell it to go to the trash, and then click on that event and click empty trash, and then that will actually delete that event. Otherwise, the event will just sit in the trash and never be deleted. And once you have trashed something, of course, remember that you will want to go ahead and change out your filter so that you can once again go back and see the other events that you have in place. So anyway, that is how you add and remove events in the JEvents system. If you have any further questions or need any clarification on any other features, just let us know.